Now a 12 News exclusive inside the White House. 12 News politics editor Ted Nesi traveled to Washington to talk one-on-one with a Pawtucket native who now holds a high-level job working for the president.
Ted joins us now from D.C. with the story.
Gabe Amo says it's an honor every day to work at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, but it's also hard work. Is it still impressive to you to work here?
Yeah, I mean, this is amazing.
When Gabe Amo shows up at the office each morning, he finds himself at the most famous address in the United States.
There's the entrance to the West Wing.
So you go into there, the Oval. Which way would you head?
You would take a left.
Yep.
And if you didn't know where you're going or asking too many questions, they'd probably send you.
Amo serves as a special assistant to the president, acting as the Biden administration's liaison to the nation's mayors. Is there another Gabe who has a different part of the country, or do you have the mayors and county governments for all 50 states?
It's shocking, but it's all of them. Whether it's your snowstorm or your wildfire or your mass shooting, I'm often one of the first people in the federal government that somebody is hearing from.
Last July, that meant reaching out to the mayor of Highland Park, Illinois, hours after a mass shooting there, and staying in contact as the community recovered.
That's an example of, just being in touch and being at the front door and making sure that we are there for people in their times of need. And that's an ethos that the president, he really, really values, being there for the American people. And for me, it's being there for America's mayors.
Amo has come quite a ways from his years growing up in Pawtucket. The son of immigrants from Ghana and Liberia, he thinks his parents helped spark his interest in politics. Where did it come from? When did that start for you?
I don't know. I think my parents, my dad in particular, consumed a lot of news, so I sat a lot in front of the TV watching news.
He got his start in politics as a volunteer, licking envelopes for Attorney General Patrick Lynch, then landed his first paying job on Sheldon Whitehouse's 2006 U.S. Senate campaign. Amo went on to work for President Barack Obama, Governor Gina Raimondo, and now President Biden.
It'll be a long night. I hope I'm home before midnight because we have a big day tomorrow.
On the day 12 News visited, Amo was preparing for the president to welcome more than 300 mayors to the White House. His day began at 6 a.m., and he didn't arrive home until after midnight.
I don't take for granted the opportunity to serve, and it might mean some late nights, but I catch up on sleep just like everybody else on the weekends, on the federal holidays, and the times where appropriate.
Unless there's a blizzard coming somewhere.
Unless there's a blizzard, and then you're back on the conference calls.
As for his own political future, Amo tells me he isn't ruling out a run for public office in Rhode Island down the line. In Washington, Ted Nesi, 12 News.